Ready? Okay, this is a call to order. The regular meeting of the Governing Board of Education is called to order by Dr. Joseph Komorowski at 4 p.m. on Tuesday, May 16, 2023 at the District Office Conference Center. Approval of the agenda. Are there any requests for changes to the agenda? I will take a motion in a second to approve the agenda. Do I have a motion and a second?
Can I make a suggestion on the agenda? I know that we have on our agenda that we would be discussing board priorities tonight, but in light of the fact that Dr. McClay is not here, and that's typically an entire workshop of its own, I'm wondering if we should just maybe push that to another meeting, because we also have a really full agenda. And with her not being here to help us with that discussion, I think it might be better just to move it to when we have more time to discuss.
Are we able to maybe see where we're at when we get to that point and see if we think we should table it? I think it would be good to maybe give some of our top priorities and let the admin team just take those, because we are going to have to revisit. I don't think we're going to finish that in one session, but it may be good to just kind of spell out maybe what some of the 6 priorities are for each member.
So I agree with both. I talked to Dr. McClay this week, and she said we really need to start it. We definitely won't finish it. So if we're long-winded and we get to it and realize we can't even start it, we can revisit it right there on the spot.
Okay.
But at least starting it and getting the categories in our mind for what we're going to do, she never planned on finishing it.
Who is going to lead that? Dr. Velez, is that something you'll do? Okay, so we could at least.
So I agree with both.
So
That's,
if I understand what we're saying, we're just going to each list our priorities and then pass them on. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but it doesn't even have to be exhaustive tonight. You may not be able to
Right.
list them all. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we may
I'm
find
okay
out.
with that.
We may find out that we have a lot of them already in common.
We
that
will
can-
definitely,
Right.
that's what we usually wind up doing.
okay, sounds good, thank you.
Moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Schwartz,
Second?
seconded by Mr. Gonzalez. Motion adopt. Oh, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion adopted 5-0.
So the question of the consent calendar, do we talk about that right now at this point?
No, we do that in open session, and then I bracket off if we don't want any. If we want to bracket off and talk, then we vote the rest through, and then we bracket it off then.
Okay, I know there were a couple items that we wanted to pull. Dr. Velez, do you have any? I know we've done that before, and
Oh,
Dr.
I know
McClay
what
has
you
said
mean.
to wait. She has said to do it right at the top, so I wanted to make sure we covered that.
So
if
you're
we
not
need to.
talking about discussion, you're talking about pulling right out from the beginning. Okay.
Okay. I'll make sure my mic is on. Ms. Wiersma, you can go ahead and let me know what items those are so I can prep the team.
Okay, so it would be number 12, number 13.
Hold on, slow.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, number 12,
Okay.
number 13, and number 36.
Okay, just to confirm, item 12, item 13, and item 36.
Correct.
Okay.
I have 3 as well.
Mr. Gonzalez has 3. Okay.
Just to clarify, these are being pulled for separate action, is that correct?
Just for discussion, yeah, just maybe some clarification. We had a really big agenda, so
Yes.
I didn't have time to email these questions to you, so I'd just like to ask one or two.
Okay.
1, 4, and 17.
Just to confirm, items 1, 4, and 17 pulled for separate action.
Correct.
Okay, and to confirm, you want these in open session to be talked about, or you're wanting to be pulled right now from the agenda?
No, not removed, just
Not removed.
put into
Gotcha.
action items so that we can discuss
Gotcha.
it.
Okay. With that being said, we have 6 items pulled for discussion in open session, and if there's even more or less at that time, we can re-clarify right there on the spot. Okay. Now, I believe it's mic's off. Oh, sorry, I gotta get through it. Announcement of closed session items in accordance with the Government Code Section 54957.7. The board will meet in closed session for consideration of the items listed in Section E. Public comments on closed section items. The governing board welcomes public comments. This is the time for closed session public comments. Any person wishing to provide a public comment to the board is required to attend the meeting. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes to a maximum of total 30 minutes per item for comments on the closed session agenda item. Do we have anyone here for closed session public comments?
Sandy, do we have anyone here?
Nope.
No.